Hello and welcome to Nova Drift. Now this is a roguelike space shooter where you kill enemies and get upgrades. It was in development, in concept stage from 2013, early access from 2017 if I recall correctly, and it came out this month. Last I played it was 2 years ago almost. I jumped back on earlier to have a new look, and there's plenty of new stuff, so let's have a go. I'm going to keep all the challenge modes enabled except Annihilation, because, skill issues and all that kind of thing. And let's jump in. This is our starting spaceship. Now there are a few ways of controlling. I prefer to aim with mouse. Oh god. And shoot with keyboards. It's sort of a separation thing. And for our first upgrade we have a weapon type. Now there are more than this, more than 7. There's a few new ones that I spotted earlier. There was the swords and whatnot, but for now I'm going to go for missiles. I am a big fan of explosions, of course, and having a lot of homing missiles, that's exactly my kind of thing. For the next one is our shield. Once again, there are many types. Not quite billions, but quite a few. I'm not even sure what I want. I'm a big fan of the amp shield, which isn't actually here yet. Which hasn't appeared. I can reroll, but I don't quite fancy it. Right, Siphon or Halo. How about a Halo? A searing hot ring that burns targets within effect radius. 300 damage a second, and ignites. What about Siphon? How much damage does this do? Actually, yeah. How about we do this instead? Ow. Let's do some regenning, that kind of thing. And the third one is our hull. What do we want? We could enhance our shields even more. Shield effect radius, effect power. Sure, let's go for that. And let's see how the Siphon does it. Quite slow, but it is what it is. And here are our first upgrades. What do we want? More projectiles. Right, modifiers to weapon rate of fire affect the restock interval and weapon projectile count. Number of missiles stockpiled per interval. But let's go for just size. Thick and powerful. And this is our first boss. A new one since I last played 2 years ago. And depending on the weapon type, it is a bit more tough than the previous one. At least in my opinion. Although the missile salvo seems to do quite well against it. It is a safe distance, at least for the most part. Although I'm not the fastest at dodging things. Alright, careful. Gotta let our shield regen. We've got to restock our missiles and unleash a barrage. I'm doing a cheeky little bit of siphoning, because we can. We are... Oops. Right there. And it's done. We get a bunch of XP and some more rerolls. And of course siphon the cargo trucks to get some kind of nice bonuses. But what else have we got here? Rate of fire. Sure. Burst fire. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Ooh. Ultra rare wild mod. Now these are wild. Can be all kinds of effects. This one gives us 2 levels, increases our size, makes us slower, And yeah, interesting. Sure, let's take it. We can have more weapon damage, projectile size, blast radius, sure. More velocity, yeah, I think some good oomph. Could be very useful. And of course, these being homing does make it a bit more. Means I can also more focus on dodging, which that wasn't how you do it. Certainly not. So let's improve our shields then. Gain some more levels or just get some shields. That should be good. Bam, the carrier has been destroyed. I'm not entirely sure what each individual ship is called. Enemy ship. You know that. Oh, they're all just targets in the target practice in the end for the bosses. Alright, what else? Snipe. Good. Oops. Oh, no, that was a level up. I did not lose my shields. And let's see what have we got here. More damage for added thrusting. Nah. There's a huge variety of enemies, and as the waves progress, there's more and more. There's about as many builds as you fancy, and well, I guess if you build them right, each one, each build is pretty viable. At least from what I've found. If I've managed to get some, I guess, decently lucky with my upgrade picks, upgrade drops, upgrade decisions. Right, what do we want here? Let's go for shield effect radius. Let's siphon them from a longer distance. Calibrate might be good. A decent combination with having to restock rockets. And yeah, it certainly feels that way. I mean, you'll be restocking rockets anyway, so I mean, might as well chill for a little bit. And here comes another sort of a atmospheric event. It's a black hole. Yeah, it does pretty much exactly what it says. Total projectile damage, sure. Regens stockpile 6 missiles every whatever seconds. And of course we do use all of them. So something that does damage outside of it, like our Siphon Shield, is pretty decent to have. Oh, another Singularity. Well, it will kill the more annoying ones for us a little bit. Alright, let's see what have we got here. Adds or improves targeting, increases shield cooldown, drones, burn damage. Sure? Sure. And here comes a second boss. Right, this is one of the older ones that I remember seeing. It does look a lot bigger now. Station Omega. Oh. I mean, the scale does change. yeah, this is about what I remember. And dealing with this one, well, had plenty of time to figure it out. But it's nice to see that there's variety, because previously there was only... Oh god. No, that's fine. That's not fine. It's fine. But yeah, previously there was only one... At least if I recall correctly, there was one type of a boss for each, like... Oh god. It is spinning faster now. But we got inside to where we can... Ow, ow. Somewhat safely. That said, the ads seem to be a bit more annoying this time in the proper release, which does add to the difficulty. I mean, it's not difficult, it's just adds to the nuisance. You know, it's fine. We just gotta get rid of them before we sneak inside. Like so. I'd hit the weak spots for some extra damage. Oops. Like that. And it's nearly done. Should be dealt with before the end of this next cycle, I think. Oh, it does spin faster. Ow. Careful. Okay. They have buffed the bosses. That is for sure. Let's see what else have we got. Max hull. Blast radius. Perhaps. Do have 2 upgrades. Reflexive shields, that is decent. Maybe more projectiles. Would be nice. And of course improve the amount of siphon radius, because this is pretty big now. Oops. Right, these are some new enemies, rammers. They also explode quite spectacularly. Careful. Nice. And another carrier. This one spawns a bit more annoying enemies, but you know, the Siphon is dealing with them. Right, what else? Reduce damage taken to 25. I think that is decent. Right. I do wonder how this one works. Just like with every other weapon, perhaps not surprisingly. Should be a very good addition though. More explosions, you can't really go wrong with that. Sweet. Oh, that is quite a lot of damage now. I think purely because of the splinters. Because there's just so many more rockets. Max shields, focused shields, right, reflexive shields, violent discharge. Sure. Let's go for that. Our shields are doing quite well. Oh, that's a new blast. Come on, there we go. Wasn't gonna make it for too long. Omni Shield, do I dare? Increases base shield, shield damage resistance, shield effect power. It is capped at 25, so... Sure. What is our shields? 186. Capped to 25 damage taken per hit. Right, what's this? I think these are incompatible ones. Hull 15, so that is quite a tough thing. But it is a tough one. It is a good one. You can sort of hyper specialize into something if you fancy. It can be quite a dangerous thing if not done well. Let's get the mastery. It's a combo mod where you just have a lot of weapon mods and just makes your weapon even better, slightly better at everything. Bam. Still 6 missiles per interval. Could be something to be worked at. Shield self-damage when you fire. I don't really want that one, I think. Hypermetabolism. Farsight turrets. Wasn't there a thing that made... Oh, was it for drones? That made them fire the same thing as you did. Increases projectiles and weapon spread. So we now have 7. Actually, how would burst work with this thing? I think quite well. Sweet. Galvanic outburst. Oh, it also increases shield effect power. It is a wild one too. Oh, and fancy seeing this thing. So what this dude is the old first boss. I don't know. I mean, probably it still is. And once you get further in, previous boss monsters, boss spaceships also start appearing. Oh, careful, where the hell am I? Give me those bonuses. It is slightly changed as well. And here comes the Scion. The third big bad. Right, weaponized shields. Sure. The weaponized shield effect isn't quite as big as the main one. Ooh, careful. And once those big balls come back in, you don't want to be too close to this dude. Because it spawns a black hole. Fortunately, the missile seemed to have a... Can't just simply outrun it. Warp through. By default, the projectiles don't warp through from side to side. There is an upgrade that does it, but it does make them weaker as a result whenever they warp. Bam. Oops. Right. Let's have regens a bit, so we can just unleash a barrage. You know, 7 projectiles at a time. That's just boring. And of course the asteroids can't help, or comets rather, can help as much as hinder. I mean, more often than not, I think they actually help. Because there's a lot more enemies than player on the screen. Sweet. Blast radius, firing array. Sure. Would be nice if Siphon worked on the asteroid as well. Sweet. Just like that was a nice ambush. They did not see what hit him. Fusillade. Okay. Reduced blast radius and total damage. Reduce projectile size and velocity, but that doesn't really matter. And increases weapon spread. And we now regen 12. So that is a lot of missiles. And a lot of explosions. Oh yes. I'm feeling quite good about this one, but you know, it can fall apart quite easily at times. But this one feels good. We have decent range, so dodging is also quite easy. Like that. And check out this ambush. Right, what else? Burst fire. I do wonder. Right, how much do we regen? 12 still. I feel like it hasn't really changed anything. That was oddly pointless. Right, so these rammers also explode beautifully. I mean, this game is very beautiful. It looks like there's a lot of like single color enemies and whatnot, but you know, once together, it does just come together very well. Oh, yeah. No, we actually do not siphon the missiles, but it does look like it can do some self-damage? Or was that siphon? Oops. Mildly clumsy there. Ow. Careful. We do have another level. This thing is pointless, I think, for us. Shield self-damage, do not want that. Ooh, what's this? When an enemy is destroyed, there's a chance you spawn one or more swarm constructs. The greater the maximum hull of the enemy is destroyed, the greater chance one or multiple are created. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, right. You know what? Sure. Let's have a look. I haven't seen that one before. This isn't really a construct build. Neither in terms of weapons, upgrades, or even the hull. But, you know, something a little bit extra. Right. A bit of regenning. Oops, where am I? I am there. And just as it's losing its lasers, we are doing just well. Oh, it is getting siphoned away quite nicely. Bam. And that is that. Oh, look how many swarm constructs we got from that. Wow. And they all died immediately because they all spawned at the same time as well. But you know, tons of little pew-pews. Focus fire guidance adds more projectiles. How many? 14 now. Well, a couple extra, I guess. God, look at that. Bam. Let's do another ambush. I'm a big fan of the rear entry tactic. Nice. Sweet. Okay, what have we got here? A revelation. The next recursive wild mod is gained an additional 2 times. Sure. Oh, they aren't getting siphoned fast enough, careful. But the rest are getting wrecked very much quickly enough. And, yep, that's what warping looks like. Gotta be a little bit careful. Right, incendiary strike, masochism, self-damage resistance at nope. Focus fire, that's not very useful. Incendiary strike, sure. Do I want that? We've got 12 rerolls though. Increase rate of fire and +1 burst. Sure. Because rate of fire does help stockpiling our missiles up. And unleashing a barrage of 100 of them is quite the potent combination. It does slow down as you have more and more in your stockpile, and there is an achievement from earlier of unleashing a 300 missile barrage. It took a while, but I did eventually got it. What else? Discharge, do not want that. Defiance. Plating, recoil resistance, self-damage resistance. Doesn't really do all that well. Right, where was... I don't really want that. Sure, let's see, please burn damage. Oh my god, look at that. That was just insane. And hello, first boss, first dude with an entourage. Oh god, that was a lot of shields gone. It is fun that eventually, like the previous bosses that were a lot of trouble, are quite literally no trouble anymore. You know, there's not actually sort of. I don't think enemies get stronger. Like the same enemy will be as strong as it always is, which I like. Oh, another boss. Kinetic damage increases as your speed does. Aha. Aha. Purge. Nope. Incendiary strike. Did I not have it before? Oh, Seraph. Another one of the old ones. sprays railguns. No, not those sprays, but you know, one of the phases. Oh, yep. It also does that. There's a charge attack, sprays a lot of electric stuff. Thankfully, those railguns aren't very fast, but nonetheless, patience is indeed quite the requirement. But it is halfway there now. Okay, nearly there. Nearly there. As it goes on, the bosses do have a lot more health. Oh, we have 50 swarm constructs and we have an achievement for that. Not the bees! Oh, if only they survived for a little longer. Didn't even get a level for that, just some rerolls. Right, Discord. Deals damage on hit, galvanic outburst, discharges. Have I got it? I think I have got it. Where is it? There it is. Right. Aha. Sure. Actually, let's improve our shield a bit more. Since we are focusing on it, might as well. Now. Oh yeah, now these little ones are getting siphoned away quite nicely. Oh. And another sneaky cheeky little back attack. And we have dealt with these ones. Right, hidden power. Your weapon has no effect and you can only... Yeah, this is definitely not one for us. Spontaneous generation. Oh, might be good. Might be good. You know, get even more of them. Okay, yeah, this... Aha. Okay, all of a sudden, they are quite good. Go on, my minions. Oh, they're gone. But so is most of this dude's health. And look at that. Bam. And well, there's one again. So far, still only seeing the first one. First big bad. It gets mainly boosted with it's a bigger entourage. But other than that, nah. Bam. I believe that is the arrival of another one. Yep, there it is. The Sun Eater. Or Star Eater. I think this one was what killed me the test run that I did earlier. And oh boy, this one really makes you feel small. This one might be a good pick for that. Shield effect, power regeneration, doesn't really matter. Supermon, last stand. Actually, it might be good. Might be good now. There it is. The Star Eater. Now this dude is truly massive. All kind of an evil looking thing. Oh, jumping forwards like that. It does strike me to be that I don't remember them being this bad a bullet sponge. This much bullet sponges 2 years ago. That said, we are chipping away quite nicely, at least at this stage. Oh god. Oh, we died! Oh shit. Look how little shields we got now. We've already resurrected. Ow. Ow. Yeah, this warping bit where it warps and tries to squeeze you between itself. This is... Hang on, isn't this the final boss? I don't actually know, but by how spectacular it is, it does seem like final boss. And how much a crazy ass bullet sponge it is. Get him, my swarm minions! Ow. Ooh. I was back to doing these ramming things again. I think that's the stages have. Oh my god! Ah! Heck! Body gear Leviathan. A random body pool added to the random body pool. Okay, that seems interesting. And we still have 2 unlocks remaining. But yeah, I didn't even reach my high score. I'm not sure what was it this time, but yeah. Okay, that was quite something. But yeah, a lot of fun. Still a lot of fun. There's a lot more stuff to do. There's a few more builds I want to try. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment. Perhaps even subscribe. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again another time, and goodbye.